segment of the news is brought to you by the CDC, publicmed.gov, and birds.cornell.edu.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in with me, Landon Wright, for your morning news update. As school seems to be winding down, for many young adolescents and the Houston temperature on the rise, many people will swap their textbooks for sunscreen and head outside to enjoy the time off from school and be outside. However, summer isn't all fun and games. Let's go to a local lake, where our resident doctor will go over some fun facts about residing in the great outdoors. Dr. O'Malley?
Thanks, Landon, and good morning to you as well. Dr. George O'Malley here, at a pleasant lake, which is home to many different animals, from small fish to great birds of prey. However, another animal also calls this place home, the mosquito. Far from the mere annoyance this insect brings, they also harbor and spread diseases, like the West Nile virus, which causes encephalitis in humans. There are 150 different types / species of mosquitoes in the United States. However, only a fraction actually carry West Nile virus. Now, mosquito goes through life starting in the egg, then transforms to a larva, then a pupa, and then an adult, much like we learned in our freshman biology classes. However, this process ranges from 4 days to almost a month, depending on the temperature that the mosquito is in. Now, interesting fact, only female mosquitoes bite humans and need blood for survival. Males actually go for flowers, for their nectar. And so, West Nile is spread by females. Now, West Nile virus here in Texas is actually spread by a species of mosquitoes called the Culex mosquito. The history behind West Nile virus is quite interesting. The West Nile virus does not actually originate from mosquitoes. It's actually from the American crow, or the Culeus baculourhinus. The American crow's native habitat is North America. The population of the American crow is actually on the rise, peaking out around 31 million birds nationwide. This bird species is nowhere close to extinction. In the wild, this bird lives anywhere from 7 to 8 years old. American crows are monogamous, cooperative breeding birds, one mate for life, like most humans, though nowadays, who knows? Mated pairs form large families of up to 15 individuals, and they stay together for the remainder of their life. The West Nile virus is a virus, as the name suggests. The most common way an American crow is infected is through the mosquito vector, where an infected mosquito bites a bird that's not infected, and then so on and so forth. The cycle continues. Now, the majority of American crows do not show symptoms and are asymptomatic. However, when they are infected and they do show symptoms, the clinical signs are lethargy, ataxia, weakness, tremors, inability to fly, and blindness. And as the virus progresses, typically leads to seizures from the encephalitis and the swelling of the spinal cord. Now, after the first signs of symptoms, these birds have anywhere from 24 to 48 hours to live before they die. The West Nile virus dates back to around 1000 AD in Africa. Now, it was brought to the U.S. by a traveler in 1999. Now, during the first month of this virus being brought over to the United States, in New York alone, 5,500 crows died. Now, it's estimated that 75% of the crow's population has been affected by this virus, but luckily for us, there is no comparable disease found in humans. So remember, when you're having fun out in the sun this summer, not only do you need to remember your sunscreen, because no one wants melanoma, but also remember your mosquito repellent. That way you too are not affected by the West Nile virus. Back to you, Landon, in the studio. I have a bus to catch.
Thank you, Dr. O'Malley, for those words. In other news, this just in, a doctor's been hit by a bus.